Welcome back to another Murph Plays The Legend of Zelda NES Classic Series for the Game Boy Advance on the Game Boy Player for GameCube. Let's see here. Last time we completed Dungeons 5 through 8. Off-stream, I played the money-making game until I maxed out the rupees, went and bought some more of that bait from the same vendor that sold us the blue ring, went back to the money-making game, maxed out my rupees again, and then I cleared a path to the final dungeon. So there shouldn't be anything between us and Ganon. For this dungeon, I am going to use a map because 9 is rather large, and it can be rather confusing without a map. Today's map is brought to us by NESmaps.com. Not a sponsor, just where I found a really good map for Legend of Zelda, Dungeon number 9. Now you will notice that pretty much every screen between here and Dungeon 9 is only going to be populated by one sorry little dude, and we're probably going to kill him in every single one of these. I didn't kill all of those, though. But, who's got time for that, really? You know? Alright, we're gonna hit up this ferry, so we have full hearts, because you don't want to be walking into Dungeon 9, all 3 hearts, and, no map. Trust me, you will get your butt handed to you. Especially if it's your first time playing through this game. If you're a veteran like me, you might be able to pull it off. If you were good, I am not. So I would probably get my butt handed to me. Making our way to Dungeon 9 would be a chore if we didn't have the ladder. We're just going to step across this little river right here. Get hit in the face by some boulders. Twice. Run! Run! And here we are. When you first arrive here, this place will be filled with monsters. Like, not just this one dude. Like, oh, hey, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't blow up things. No, there's a whole lot of them. And I can never remember which rock you blow up, but apparently it's the one on the left. And here it is. Dungeon 9. It's massive, as you will see here in a bit. Our first order of business is going to be to try to get I want to try to get Okay, we need to find the first tunnel, which is right there. We get through there, and then we have to go that way. Okay. Sorry, first time I looked at this, I thought it was a straight shot up for a few rooms, but no, there's a wall between us and them. In this room, had we entered it before having the all 8 pieces of the Triforce, it would have an old man who says, "One who does not have Triforce cannot go in." They're serious about this. They will block you from coming in here with anything less than everything. So there is no option to just completely up and storm Ganon's front gates like there is in Breath of the Wild, very start of the game. Because yeah, Breath of the Wild, you think you got it in you to take Ganon out in the first 5 minutes of playing? You're welcome to have at it. They don't put anything in between you and Ganon. You can go fight him anytime you feel like you're man enough to do that. I don't recommend doing it until you're actually man enough. Ah, you jerks. I hate when they do that. Make you play Ring Around the Rosie with the fairy, when all you need is a fairy. That's all you really need. Okay. We're up there now. If we go over 1 and down 2, we'll be at the compass. You will not eat my shield today, sir. You will not eat my shield today. Not about that nonsense. You have a terrible diet. You should really consider healthier alternatives. Pretty sure shields are not healthy. Okay, this next room's gonna have some Wiz Robes who mean business. We are going to ignore them for the most part, if we can. But fun. And who's going to complain about more bombs, really? I mean, they're bombs. Okay. This next room is going to be a fight. We do have most of our health, so that's good. Man, these Wiz Robes take a lot from the Master Sword. Red ones are pretty easy. Alright, we have the compass. Now, we have to backtrack up 2 rooms and then over 1 to our first sort of mini boss. We don't have to fight him. There's nothing we need from this guy, except to go in the door. Go in the door, like, come on! Jeez. Okay. This one we do have to fight. And we're gonna want health potion, because we're gonna take a lot of damage during this fight. Oh my god, enough of the lag. Alright, once you've destroyed the ring of outside little fly things, you can kill the dude in the middle. And this is the scope of what we're dealing with here. So, yeah. Alright, we do not need to mess around in here. We do need to mess around in here, though. Oh, for crying out loud. Now, why was that worth it? Oh, it was so worth it. This is the defensive measure that we need for this dungeon. Now there's an offensive measure we need for this option as well. Getting to that is significantly more work. So, at this point, I recommend we do that. Fun little trick, I don't know if I talked about it previously, but when you're sitting on a blue potion, buy another blue potion, and you'll turn it into a red potion. And you might have been thinking, why not just use the blue potion to completely fill up your life right there? And then buy the slightly more expensive potion, and only slightly more expensive potion. Have both full hearts and a red potion. Well, because there's a fairy just right here. Which is on our way to the bomb shop anyway. I know this just completely undoes everything we did by going to the ferry. But, you know, can't be walking around with 3 hearts. Not that lame. Go up. Man. The controls, I gotta say, they don't feel as precision accurate on the GameCube as they do on the Game Boy. I don't know if it's just a series of minor deviations that it becomes a problem by the time you get to playing it on the Game Boy player. Really? You just... Link. As you can see, we take a lot more damage while wearing the red ring. Okay, who killed the blue Lionel? This is what I mean by this place is full of monsters. Here I was like, oh, we're gonna avoid killing all the monsters, and yeah. No. We accidentally killed the blue Lionel last time we were here. Okay. So, next thing we need is the arrow. Somewhere in this dungeon is a silver arrow. Unfortunately, it's in the, let's see here, top left corner. But to get there, oh, this is going to be fun. Because we have to take a series of tunnels just to get up there. And a lot of these tunnels, you can't open the entrance to the tunnel without killing everything in the room. Looking at our path to get there. And, oh boy. Okay, so. Okay, A takes us to there, which we've been there already. We can go to H, but we don't want to go to H. We want to go to G. I don't think that's right either. It is literally a maze. Okay, so trying to get to F. We get to F from E. E is... Where is E? E is... there. We get to there from D. D is there. C is there. Where is the other end of C? No, that's G. C is there. So A, over, up to old guy says go to the next room. It's full of monsters. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Now, I hope you all are okay with me not hitting up every single room in this dungeon. I mean, we're getting all of the important parts. I really don't feel like going to every single room. I've done that before. A lot of the rooms will have keys in them for no reason because we don't need keys at this point. It's basically if an idiot should ever happen to not get everything from Dungeon 8 because they didn't bother to pay attention or do their research before playing the game, and they missed out on it. I mean, the game's only been around for longer than the internet's existed. Pretty sure one of the first things put up on the internet was a guide for The Legend of Zelda. I'm not saying it's the first thing, because now there'd be like military contracts and whatnot. This was a government thing way before it became commercialized and turned over to the people. But, well, government and research. Hey, we kept our shield, thank God. Because we were not supposed to be eaten by that guy. Okay, so, next room's gonna be ghosts. We don't want to deal with ghosts. We just want to go over, use a key to go up. We don't really need to fight the dudes between here and there. Unless they want to fight. If y'all want to make it a fight, we'll make it a fight. This guy really wants to make it a fight. But we don't need to fight that guy. Might be thinking, the next room? There is no next room. But there is. And it's gonna be full of Wiz Robes. Hey, that didn't go so bad. I mean, it could have gone better, obviously, but not so bad. Okay. Made it to C. We now need to get down to D. Which will bring us to E, then to F. Okay. Oh, series of tunnels. Not even fun ones either. Like, I would kill for there to be a water slide in this game. This dungeon in particular, it needs a water slide. Okay, so we want to go down. We do not need to fight anything in here. We do need to fight these guys though. They're not tough, though. And in here. Okay. Bats. They like to beat up on us for some reason. I mean, they don't do much, but it's still kind of annoying. Okay. There's gonna be another little weird fly boss up here. Now the proper name for these guys, I believe, is Petras. They are a pain in the butt. So I just call them pains in the butt. We don't need that key. We do need to go in here, though. Okay, are you gonna go up? There we go. All right. We do not need to fight anybody in here, though they really are going to want to fight us. Seriously, let me through the door. And then we do need to fight these guys. Ah, I just got my sword back, you jerk. Now he's not going to stop whipping around the room. You know, if I had a younger sibling that behaved the way the bad guys in this room behaved, I'd have slapped every one of them. Just been like, no, that is not appropriate. You don't play games that way. That's stupid. You don't play games that way. Alright, so we have the arrow. We have the ring. We surprisingly still have most of our health, too. However, to get all the way back to where we need to be, well, I guess it's really not that far, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I am not going to try to run all the way to Ganon on, like, no help. I say, you better start stabbing some of these guys, Link. Okay. So, from E, we gotta go back. Okay, and then at E, go north. Through some of the ugliest fights I've ever seen. Look, a room full of like legs. Man, these guys are damage sponges. Like, they just... They just keep taking hits. Alright, we might be able to skip most of the combat in this room. But we're not gonna. Now that sounds ominous, doesn't it? And it should, because we're right next again. Oh, you sons of... Nope, 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 nope. Damn it. You ate my shield, you jerk. Ah. This is what I was afraid of. We're gonna get this far, they're gonna eat my shield. And now we gotta try to get the rest of the way without a proper shield. And you know we have to fight the whole way? These stupid Wiz Robes. Let me kill him! Gah! Did I actually kill him? I don't remember stabbing him. Well, he's dead, so I must have. Okay. Go! 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 Get through the hole. There you go. Okay. Sadly, none of the creatures that you've killed so far will ever drop a large shield. Which I feel like that's a crime. In other Zelda games, Ocarina of Time, most notably, when your shield gets eaten, if you kill the Octorok that ate your shield, you get it back. Or the like, not Octorok. Whew. This is it, folks. I'd recommend saving here, but if you do that, it's just going to take you out to the, very start and make you walk all the way back to the dungeon and walk through all that again. Don't save there. Do not save it. I can never remember if it's shoot him with arrows and then stab him, or stab him then shoot him with arrows. Seems to be stab him first. You gotta stab him till he shows up. He'll turn red. And that's when you hit him with the arrow. And there he is, nothing but a pile of dust. And we're going out the same way we came in. 3 hearts and no clue what how to fight things. Now this looks precarious, but just stab the fire and it goes away. And now for some end credits. Alright, so that dungeon took us just about 40 minutes. Which, you know, that's not bad, I guess, but, like, kind of a long one. We didn't even hit up all the rooms. There were a lot. There's a lot more to that dungeon that we have not done. But we're not gonna do it. Like, there's an entire section where you can get caught in a loop because all of the doors are one way. As soon as you go through them, they snapshot behind you, and there's no way to open them. We avoided that entirely, thanks to the use of the map that I found online. Made much quicker work. And, as you can see there, we start back at 3 hearts, green tunic, but this time we're holding a sword to indicate that this is the second quest. However, for us, this is where our journey ends. We will play through the second quest at some point, but it's going to be a while because we're going to take a break from this game. It has snowed where I am, which has put me in the mood for playing some Metroid. So we're going to try and play the entire Metroid franchise this winter. That does mean we're also going to be playing Metroid Other M at some point. I have words about that game, and I will express those words probably the first time we play it. If you're a fan of Metroid, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But we're going to play it. We're probably going to tackle that, as well as the first Metroid for NES first. They are the shorter of the two games, or of the two games. Shorter of the franchise. the shorter two of the franchise. Um, I'm probably not going to do a super fast speed run where I get the best ending or anything like that because I'm not that quick. I am not that quick. But we will see the end of all of the games. And we're going to see the end of the original Metroid and Other M probably first. And then I'm going to probably go back and forth between Prime series and the 2D series because they're kind of they're two separate series. Um, Not really sure if they're in the same universe or how exactly that rolls out. Because see, with every title in the Zelda franchise, it's a different telling of the same story, essentially. I mean, some are sequels to, previous games, like Majora's Mask is an obvious sequel to Ocarina of Time. Wind Waker seems to be a sequel to Ocarina of Time as well, or something. I don't know. But, like, there is, like, an official Zelda timeline thing that's been put out by Nintendo, by the creator of the Zelda series, and he's like, this is the official how it breaks down. I have some opinions about his official timeline. Um, I don't agree with it entirely. I don't. It doesn't make sense. I feel like it fails to address a couple of things, and it would be better to just leave it as each one of these games is a different story or a different telling of sort of that same story. Uh, the second one, Zelda 2 Adventures of Link, obviously a sequel to this one, as they intended it to be. Because you start with, you have the Triforce of Wisdom. You're collecting the Triforce of Power. Or wait, no. The 8 pieces that you're getting are one of the Triforce pieces. The piece that you get from Ganon is a second Triforce piece. And then in the second game, the entire mission is to go after that third Triforce piece, the Triforce of Courage. If I remember right. Then the Super Nintendo adventure, let's see, what was that? A Link to the Past. That's just its own story. It does have a sequel, though. Um, Link Between Worlds. On the DS. We're not going to be able to play that on stream because I don't have a way to stream from the DS. So, that's, yeah, unfortunate. But, it's a great title if you've never played it and you have a DS. I suggest seeking it out. It's worth your rupees. It's worth your rupees. Let's see. The Game Boy games, Ocarina of, I'm sorry, Oracle of Seasons and Ages and Link's Awakening are all one story. I don't know if they take place after one of the other stories, though. Entirely possible. I had seen something about how those are somehow connected to Wind Waker, but I think that's just because, like, at the end of Wind Waker, he sails off um, with little pirate Zelda at the end of that. to go on more adventures and whatnot. And when we meet up with him in Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages, he's exploring. He's an adventurer, you know. They don't really give us a whole lot of backstory where Oracle of Seasons and Ages starts. But at the end of those, he sets off again, and that's where Link's Awakening picks up from. When we get to Link's Awakening, we have our choice of Game Boy option or Switch option. I like the graphics for the new Switch option, for the Switch remaster. It is actually pretty cool. I think, though, we'll play the original on stream first, and then we will check out the Switch version because I want to build some dungeons. You know, I want to try to recreate some of the classic dungeons from the series in Link's Awakening on the Switch. Because one nifty feature that they added with that, you can build dungeons. I think that's cool. I've played around with that a little bit. It's fun. But anyway, I think for this next week, excuse me, pretzel just went down wrong. For the next week, we're probably going to play less Zelda, more Metroid. I mean, we're still going to work our way through the Zelda series, but we're going to have to kind of switch off and on, because I want to start playing some Metroid, guys. I really do. But I still want to keep bringing you the Zelda series, Zelda titles, because Zelda is my favorite franchise. Metroid. I do love Metroid, though. So we're gonna have a little back and forth between them. I'm pretty sure we're gonna finish the Metroid series before we finish the Zelda series. We'll probably play a little Super Mario Brothers in there as well, just to mix it up. Get the big three from the big N. At some point, we'll get off of our Nintendo kick and we'll start playing some PlayStation 4, Xbox One games. We'll get them into the mix. I have been having a hankering of playing some Fallout 76. I played that in the early days of the game when everything was like, there are no NPCs. This game is so glitchy. Blah blah blah. I enjoyed it during that time because it fit the storytelling. The story they were telling is Vault 76 was the first vault to open. So there aren't going to be any NPCs. There aren't going to be any people. But because it's one of those open world, massive multiplayer online things, content's going to be added over time. After a while, they added in settlers. They added in other people. Other vaults began to open and spew more people out in the form of NPCs. So, the game's changed a lot since I stopped playing. But I feel like the basics are still going to be the same. And I really want to hop in and start giving that a try again. The only thing I don't like is that's got a large base building element to it.